Gaming coming out with a lot of different stops that they're pulling out here. They were able to take out game number 2. Counter Logic really doesn't have any momentum to ride from that last game, so we'll see if Curse can continue their early game aggression. St. Vicious, within the last 3 games, has been a part of the First Blood, playing very well from the jungle for Curse.
In this game, CLG having the better level 1, I'm pretty sure. And look, they're going to go and look to put in a lot of pressure at the level 1. And I agree with this. At least they get the ward kind of deep here. Oh, they back out. Oh, they get the ward over the side, so that's all they need. So get the ward and back out because they don't want to really face check into 5 people.
You can see Snoopy quickly going up, making sure that nobody is going to be coming that topside tri-bush.
Yep, Snoopy guarding the Wraith bush. And Curse goes to clear out the blue, maybe worried that they're looking to invade. Curse actually warding their own blue, predicting an invade onto their blue that did not happen. So, pretty good ward, but just like the call was never made.
There's vision from both teams. They do see each other. The ward goes out. Very nicely placed. Try to get it as deep as he could. Snoopy is forced to go to the top side. He does not want to exit down towards that ward. He's going to keep himself towards the tri-bush. Very dangerous move there.
Leona Urgot's 1v2 in top. Right. It's like, it's such a tell whenever Wicked goes heal. I've never seen them try. I've never seen CLG try to mind game people. Like if Wicked goes heal
late in Champion Select, or he just does it?
I don't even know, but I know like he goes heal and he's gonna go 1v2 bot. He's very confident in 1v2, and Snoopy actually goes in, but it's warded, so it's really not that effective. But they can't stop it because of how much pressure that's being put there.
They did a great job with that vision, seeing them in the mid and then to go all the way around top. I think Snoopy called that one. He was the first one to lead the charge.
They had to run out. They had to run out. Why did Yellow Pete run in?
Coming in. Yellow Pete is getting way too low here. He is half out.
My God.
He will go down for First Blood. Does not get a chance to flash out. It goes to Nunu, and the chase down onto Crepo. There's a lot of slow there. Crepo still has flash, and it's been used, but the slow is still applied. He will not make it to the turret here without taking a few hundred more damage. They're going to go for the dive into the turret. He's quite tanky. Could they get the final kill? And Cop actually picks up one for the top lane, and that is going to be huge for Curse.
That was an extremely good level 1 for Curse. I did not think CLGU needed to go that deep. They really just needed Urgot to auto attack the blue buff and not have to worry about pushing the other jungler away, and they could have gotten it and walked out top. They didn't. They did not expect the ward. They did not think it was there, and it caused them to lose level 1 really badly.
That I just said it before. Saint has been involved in 3 of the first bloods within the last 3 games. There's number 4, and he actually facilitated the next attack as well, keeping the slow proc on Crepo. Unfortunately, Crepo flashing while that slow was still on him, and it really didn't get him any farther than when he was slowed. So, unfortunate there. The 2-0 lead again puts Curse up in a big lead early in the game.
Right. A lot of times, leads like that will cause a team to lose the game immediately off that. It's just such a it's a really hard thing about this game, to the point where like sometimes you just die once and you lose control of the entire map or like half the map. And dying twice can potentially lead to you just losing the next big engagement, which you need to win.
Froggen looks dead.
Like I was gonna say, this top lane really needs to go in early, but the fact that Crepo had to use both of his summoners and still died means that Yellow Pea can never really go aggressive in this lane until about level 6, which means that they lose all pressure from the levels 1 through 6, as well as having to kill both Nunu and Cog means they can just out pressure the lane really easily.
They're kind of actually, freezing it now, keeping them off the majority of the CS, and Yellow Pete's just forced. Actually, they move forward. He gets it. We do have the gank down bottom. St. Vicious coming in. He is everywhere so fast. Just having such good games, and his mechanics throughout this tournament have really been helping his team win these matches. Going back in, they get the ping down. The lane's going to reset, and that would be great for him to just come back down and do a lane gank. Maybe he feels he spent too much time there. No vision of Snoopy yet. He is actually on the way down to take or donate that blue buff.
And you see, look at this Froggen middle play. He's already up 15 CS, and the wave is not pushing that much toward Jackie. So he's already doing a really good job middle. Even though I would assume Jackie saw it coming, it's still very, very hard to deal with. We have bottom lane. So Aurelia actually went toward top lane to help out the blue buff invade. And in the meantime, even though his partners died, Wicked actually got an advantage in lane. And whenever you have the advantage in lane in the Rumble Aurelia matchup, it's whoever gets that advantage to win.
Voyboy does have that 10 CS on him, and I believe a level. No, he just leveled back up to 5, has the minions, and we see rotation from Voyboy. This is the first time we've really seen him go for a gank. Gonna force the Valkyrie out. A frog in here. Good damage, though. He continues to go in. He may have gotten himself in a bad position. The Ignite will definitely take down Froggen. Voyboy makes it out alive. Beautiful aggression from Curse.
Wow, really good play by Void there. I don't think anyone expected that, and there wasn't a ward to show that in advance, because typically you have extra wards on the side where your 2v2 lane is, or like where your support is, and so they had no ward coverage of that entrance, and Void just took advantage of it when his lane was shoved. And so while he was behind up until then, he got a kill, and he's able to pressure middle as well as force the flash in the jungler. So everything working out for Curse in this game. They have probably the biggest lead I've ever seen a team get against CLG EU. I'm going to go ahead and hope they can transition this from an early game into a mid game into a late game.
And big credit to Voyboy there, and just the mechanics of using the kit of Aurelia. He got that equilibrium strike down and really allowed him to continue initiating on Froggen under the turret for the slow. You see elements being pushed back to the turret with Cop, but they're in no real dangerous position. They actually feel quite comfortable here. Cop with that early kill. He does have 31 CS to the 38 CS of Urgot. And that one kill. He's be sitting how much gold? He has 1,000 gold to himself. Or got actually 1,200 gold. But that Doran's puts Cog in the lead. Cop can harass a little bit more. Crepo finally getting his summoners back. So if they choose to go aggressive here with Snoopy's gank, they can.
Right, that's a little bit weird. Yellow Pete and like Crepo lost the early lane, but somehow they're ahead in CS and the lane is pushing toward them. I don't know exactly where Cop messed up in terms of last hitting, but he definitely made a critical error in terms of CSing. So the lane can just be frozen right here. And then Cog doesn't, because he's not bottom lane, Cog doesn't have like double golems to farm. They either have to shove it up and take a risk, or they have to just wait till the creep wave falls back.
Saint now looks like he'll be going around his jungle quite a bit without that red buff, without really the catalyst to get the ganks down. We may not see too much presence from him in his lane, but he's done enough already. The lanes are winning. Nijaki not having too much trouble, but he is down 14 CS in that lane. He has the sustain from the chalice on the mana, but Corky's going to be able to just continuously push that down. Actually, look at Ori real quick. She does have the armor to deal with this, so running the right runes there, Nijaki was quite prepared.
And Saint definitely knows how to keep a lead. He decided to pick up an Oracles immediately after his first goal per 10. So not only is he has 2 assists, but he converted those 2 assists into increasing his team's map presence and relieving his team of pressure from the lanes.
Cop and Elements forced to continue on the turret because their lane is just being kept there right now, not really getting a full reset off of these waves.
Saint missed the ward in that bush. That's not good. Yep. He walked into that bush and walked out and didn't see it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Looks like we have Snoopy coming down, and that mistake right here actually could cost him his life. The early Oracles may be lost right here. The offensive flash in, the Oracles is down. Froggen now taking a lot of damage. A shockwave to pull him back into it, but Voyboy kind of needs to get out of this one. Nijaki says, I need to run from this. The dissonance goes down. He flashes over dissonance. He grabs a bit of the slow. One harpoon missed. The dodge, the second harpoon hits, and it looks like they may be able to take down Nijaki as well.
Wow.
Snoopy falls to the ignite, and they go for the overall 3-for-2 trade in favor of Counter Logic Europe.
Wow, that's such a good trade for CLG though. They got the immediate Oracles, and that way, even if it was a trade, like 2 for 2, getting the Oracles is bigger than the champion kill. And we're gonna go look at a replay of that real quick. So he missed the ward coming into here, so they know exactly where he's gonna come in, and Froggen just gets red buff and cuts him off with Snoopy. And while Void tries to go and save him, it wasn't enough. Even Wicked even healed there, but Ignite was still on, and heal doesn't do anything if the person is ignited and you're healing an ally.
A really good fight, and great perseverance there by Wicked, just flashing over, knowing the kill is worth it, knowing that they're shutting down every lane and they're getting those small increments into the snowball. A really good fight though from Nijaki to pull out a kill as well before he went down. Yellow Pete continuously pushing top. However, Leona quite far away. Need to be quite careful. They had that ward in the far bush. They knew that Crepo was off. I'm very surprised that Cop didn't go aggressive on that.
Right, with a 3-0 lead, it's really weird to see that mid lane is down 20 CS and top lane is down almost like 10 or 15. Bottom lane is equal, which I actually am impressed with Voy about because he started behind. So the lanes I expected to win didn't win. The lanes I expected to lose won. So it's just very strange, very strange this game. Wicked already building 2 magic penetration items, and Voip already having his wit's end. So they're about very equal in item level. I'm just curious to see how the lane will play out now. And so we have Skarner coming in to actually camp for bottom, but I think he was seen, so he just backs out.
He's not as sure as before. That Oracle's down. We'll see if he has to get. We'll see if he gets himself another one. It would be not rare, but I don't think I'm going to see it anytime soon. 800 gold Saint has right now, and he really needs to start working on a few more items. Maybe that Heart of Gold. He needs some more tank to get himself into these fights and help his team out. Oriana going over. Looks like Nijaki will facilitate blue for himself. Or maybe take a bit of damage in the process. He might just be backing after this. His lane is quite pushed towards the turret. Stealing one of the small rates. Froggen just trying to put some harass down. You can see what the wards are doing for these guys. Pulls onto St. Vicious, or he shoots onto St. Vicious. No grab there. I'm quite surprised, actually. If he was doing damage with Gatling, he could have impaled him right into the turret.
No, if Saint didn't have flash there, if Saint did have flash, he would have indeed went for it because Jackie was close enough to where he could follow up and get a kill. Even because they knew Froggen didn't have flash because they all flashed at the same time. But unfortunately, since flash isn't up, there's no reason to go try to risk it, especially after your exoskeleton gets broken. You don't have to move speed. Supe looking to just come middle, but they warded his way in, so he knows he's there. He's not going to get anything off this, and he doesn't have an Oracle, surprisingly, so he's not able to actually clear the wards to stop Jackie from knowing that he's here. He still might... Oh, never mind. He missed the Q. I would be very surprised, even if he went in off that Q.
See, Saint looks like he's going to check to see... No, actually, he's going straight up top. They may just go for the fast initiation on this one. He's just waiting patiently off in the distance. Snoopy was just seen towards the top side of the jungle, so I'm very surprised that they would be going for this one, knowing there may be a close counter gank coming in, but he's going to be occupied with that red.
And Saint's looking to make a play top, but
he's wasting a lot of time there. Going in, Voyboy going for the dive. The shockwave does not hit them. A great rupture keeps Voyboy from blade surging back into that one more time.
But Voy's actually making a lot of plays this game. Like, he's doing very, very well, able to shove in bottom and then roam around to force middle pressure as well as pressure inside the enemy jungle, which is very smart. Even if stuff doesn't work out, it at least shows that Voy is willing to take risks to get plays done.
Definitely a different style than we've seen throughout any of these games so far. Even through the lane swaps, Voy has not been, roaming around the map. So this is great for Courage to really bring out these new things for them. Snoopy still occupied with that red. Saint is moving down towards the bottom. No real pressure from Saint since that Oracle has been down.
Ooh, they're diving Yellow Pete here.
So much damage. He goes for the swap, tries to give himself some armor and defense, and it's not going to be enough. Cop flashes out of that. It won't be the damage necessary, and Yellow Pete goes down 6-3 now.
And they're cutting off the invade. Saint maybe looking to... No, he's not going to ulti here.
They were very hungry for that HP on Cop.
Ooh, that's such a bad death, too, because Yellow Pete not only gives Kog'Maw a kill, but he also denies away from himself by dying.
And he blew both summoners before.
And that's the one champion you have to keep from scaling too well into the late game, because they rely everything on Kog'Maw late game.
Just trying to harass a little bit here, pushing back Nijaki, trying to clear these minions out. And we have the initiation on Rupture to come up in a few seconds. Will they be able to stop Nijaki? He gets the speed to dodge Rupture, and he just makes it out of the circle. That would have been a Valkyrie chase from Froggen. I don't think he really would be able to capitalize on the full kill.
Right, bottom lane up 20 CS right now, but there's actually the wave's not that big, pushing into Wicked. So Void definitely winning the lane now. A lot of that is due to the fact that he got a lot of free kills early, so he's able to weather out Aurelia's bad matchup time against Rumble, and now it's kind of just who has the better items at the moment.
He does need to get those boots under to stop the attacks from the hardwood. The grab goes in. It's going to be the Equilibrium strike after this to shut down Wicked. Do they have what it takes? The Blade Surge to close the gap, and they keep on him perfectly. Another kill coming up here for Curse, and St. Vicious makes it out, tanking the turret. A little bit of slow from Voyboy. keeps him in lane. Actually, if he took another shot, I figured he would have went back, but this is great that they'll be able to get damage on the turret as well.
Yeah, Saint doing a really good job here, and Snoopy knows no one can get to bottom in time, so he's gonna go ahead and come top and help jump the wave. If they stay, they'll die. So he pushes the AD and support off the wave, the creep wave, and Jackie's coming in to try to support, but still.
Man.
Oh wow, Cop's 100% dead here.
Focus down onto Cop, taking
and we're gonna trade a support for an AD, which is it's okay. That's pretty good. Good trade.
Saint finding himself more kills, and that will probably equal another Oracle for him. He was really looking for that. It's not common for these past few matchups that Curse has not had full map control, and we can see CLG is warding the crap out of this map on the top side over towards Baron, as well as their red. One just died, but also on the entry to their Wraith, so they're really trying to keep Froggen off of that, or keep Nijaki rather off of that CS. Wicked returning to lane, grabs up Blasting Wand as well, and instead of building those boots too to get away from Wicked to really stop that Harpoon attack, well, he's getting himself the red, so I guess it equals out. He goes for the Phage and the red. It's going to be hard for Wicked to get away as well.
Yeah, it's going to be almost impossible for Wicked to win the lane now, because not only is he dealing with a red buff over item the Aurelia, but he also it's because he has heal. Because he expected the 1v2, Curse called him on it because they do it every time. And he doesn't have the Ignite required to be able to beat Aurelia in trades.
See the CS matchup, 129 to 99 down bottom. Voidboy making good work of that lane. We have a 1-1-4 Saint Vicious, 2-1-2 Snoopy. So the junglers having an impact on this game. Saint Vicious really starting off the early part of the game for his team well. Cop to go back and farm those wolves, as they do not have the golems, as you were explaining before. Something that CLG likes to do when they have that other side.
And Snoopy now bought an Oracle's Elixir. They're going to go all collapse to drag. And they're looking to cut Void too. I wonder if he realizes they walk over a ward and Void just backs out safely, and they should be able to get a free drag off this. They trade drag for top turret, which is actually a trade that I'm sure Curse is fine with making.
It's going to take a bit to go down. They won't have no teleport this matchup. That's right. And they do make it out with Dragon at 17 minutes. More gold going to Counter Logic as they close the 1,000, actually now 2,000 gold deficit, as the money just kind of creeps forward. This is again a part of the match. Dragon's down, turrets are being dropped. It's the factor of being caught out. Everybody's gonna start playing slow and cautious, and this may be it right here. That caught out instance. Krepo finding himself in a bad spot. Yellow Pete so far away. Krepo getting yanked back. Command Shockwave to end that one, and I really like how Nijaki saves Shockwave to solidify that kill and secure it. Froggen now taking the damage from Saint Vicious. Nijaki coming around to try and bait. There's a damage from Dissonance. Can they make it happen once again? He throws the shield on himself, but he does go down. Saint finds a kill. No, Nijaki finds that kill with the Saint Vicious assist. And here's Elements in the bush from the other side. Pop from Rupture. Damage to Cop. I think Curse is kind of finding himself in a bad spot. If Voidboy can get there, they can keep the Ice Blast onto Yellow Pete. He is in this matchup. Yellow Pete will for sure go down. The Blade Surge from Voidboy after the swap will cause him to go down.
But he swaps and gets the kill on Cog.
Wow, unfortunate.
That's a really good play by Yellow Pete. Wow, that was...
Great job there. As I was saying, they're waiting for people to get caught out. And I like the fact that they waited on all their attacks. Let's see the replay of that. And we'll just see Orianna had Shockwave the whole time, but they weren't worried about Krepo getting away.
Right. So Krepo gets caught. He makes the best of the situation. He knows his team is nearby. And Froggen goes in for Ori and flashes for it, but unfortunately doesn't get the kill. There's a lot of instances of people getting too greedy in this. One is Jackie. There's no reason for Jackie to come back the second time. This time he should not have come back because he dies to the rocket.
Get Snoopy's flash out of that one, and this is where Curse really should have just turned this around and said, we're splitting up the fight too much, we should probably back off. They already had the upper hand, and then it kind of just fizzled out of control here until Voidboy comes in.
Yeah, and Yellow Pete's 100% dead. There's no reason for Cop to even be remotely close. He doesn't expect this, and Yellow Pete ends up picking up a kill where they trade even there.
The initiation, the pull onto Yellow Pete. Once again, they get the stun onto Skarner, but there's just too much long-range initiation. That Solar Flare really shutting them down. Saint Vicious gets the shield, but he gets feasted on by Snoopy, and they look to close this one in if Elements can continue the slow. That slow on Void, who's stacked. A few more shots from the Bio Arcane Barrage. The ultimate comes in, and the 1W attack takes out Snoopy. Great chase and team control by Curse.
Now, Curse doing an excellent job this game.
3-1. So good so far for Curse. St. Vicious really making big plays for his team, and they're just pulling everything into their advantage time after time. Voidboy going a little deep there as he tries to return to lane. We'll look around. Let's see what's happening on the scoreboard. What's with these builds? Looks like they are going for the Warden Mail on Snoopy. They're going for more of the initiation from Skarner with the Shurelias, obviously. He's just more tanky as well with his abilities. Corky not yet finishing the Triforce. Almost there. Does have the Phage and the Sheen. He's got quite a bit of money. He's got the Zeal for it, and he's just waiting for that extra 400 gold.
Yeah, you see Yellow Peak going for... There's a couple of different Urgot builds you can go. Regardless, one of the builds is more of offensive build. You can go for like a Trinity Force Rush or going for a Man Immune. And the other one is just going for CDR and into tankiness. So he goes Brutalizer into Frozen. And so he's a really tanky champion with max CDR, but he doesn't do that much damage. And so the longer this game stretches out, the better it is for Curse because they have just like the ultimate late game team comp.
Gathering in mid here, reducing Nightjack. Blood Boil this, they clear out. Not really going to help too much, but it will keep them in a safe position, keep their positioning correct. And 5 members of CLG. One looks to back Froggen. We'll see what he has to buy. Froggen right now, 1,500 gold. I did say he was quite close to that Zeal, and he did find the extra 400. He had the money for the Zeal, that is, and then just got that extra farm up. So the Triforce finished there. The burst to come out from Froggen now is going to be formidable in these fights. Was a little bit lackluster before. We saw him just kind of firing down onto Snoopy without too many, actually hardly no armor items, and he wasn't doing too much damage. Snoopy, or not Snoopy, rather, St. Vicious was just able to fight that in the previous fight towards Baron. So we'll see how that comes in. Froggen now going to be a bit more helpful, but still, it's just that catch out of position phase. Everybody's going really slow right now.
Curse looking to just slow roll their game. They know they have the better late game, just like the last game. And so they don't really need to apply too much pressure. Just win lanes, slowly take turrets and objectives, and eventually it'll get to a point where you just out-itemize the other team so much that you'll win the team fight even if you get caught out of position.
And I feel like Curse needs to be forcing fights. We can see what Wicked is doing, or not Wicked, rather, Voidboy is doing to Wicked down bottom, just bullying him completely off the turret. He didn't have a chance there. Top trying to save top turret now. And really, I think they should just force one of these fights. Lose top turret and get a win for yourself. Yeah,
CLG really needs to look to force any specific fight they can. They have Cog on top. If they were looking to force something, the thing is, Snoopy is too far out of position. He just backed out. So they have to... They should look to force, shove in the lane, and then force when someone goes. They go for the farm the wave. Ooh, Froggen actually going in top. I think he can kill Cop. Yep, he 100% can.
Yeah, he had the huge advantage from the bush. A great Valkyrie. Froggen using that position to get himself out. Probably won't even take anything from a Cathian surprise. And it looks to be 15-8. Froggen pulling out the 1v1s now. He's going to take this one and put it on his back if he can for his team. Top turret going down, or bottom turret rather, going down. Wicked's going to return for this farm. But again, it looks like he's going to be just kept to that lane. Oh, tell me Voidboy's going to flash over the wall. Doesn't have vision of him anymore and decides to back off of that one. Maybe not.
Wicked gets initiated on. I think Wicked's going to die here.
Yeah, he goes in. Oh no, he saves himself.
That
Beautiful job there.
Really, really big slow. He's looking to bait now.
That was huge because as soon as he threw down the equalizer, he got phage procced and he was not going anywhere. So that was perfect for him to stay alive. However, this is that force fight position. Dragon has just come up. That is great for them. Wicked is backing. They have to be going for this right now. You see Nunu and Cog moving for it.
Yeah, but Rumble just took too much damage, and Rumble doesn't have ulti, and Stupid doesn't have ulti.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't fight this. It'll be really, really bad if they look to force. And Curse knows that. They want the fight. Which is why Voice collapsed middle, and there's 5 people. They want the pick here. Even if it's just on Crepo, they'll take it. Oh.
Oh, he gets stunned up the shield from Leona, forced to pull onto Crepo, but they're still doing the damage necessary. A dive in from Voidboy, and he peels off to the Wolves.
That was
Using it swapped in though, not a good position for Boy. Ruptured up and he will for sure go down. Double kill coming in for Wicked. This is gonna make him very big. He just finished the Abyssal Scepter buy as he gets back for his team. A huge help there, and you can see how it's crushing down. Wicked very low right now. Just takes another shot from that Kog'Maw. And they're now forced to back off of this fight. They don't have much mana, but they're heading down towards Dragon.
And that's what I mean when I mean like proccing Phage is equal to skill. Had Froggen first hit Phage on Cop there, he would have been able to get another kill.
This is really scary. You got blue buff Orianna on one side. Jackie just way too powerful for this fight to happen. CLG knows it, and I want to say that was a great play by by Curse, but they're still just not taking Dragon. I feel like getting Dragon for that would have just been better, and then they can push the lane after and get the
Curse
fight.
overextended with that. With Saint forcing the flash ulti there. I was like, they'd be fine with Crepo, but at that point, it was so deep that he shouldn't have gone for it. He should have just been backed out, be like, okay, it's fine. I can save my flash for another time. He overforced and committed his team onto a fight that they didn't want to take.
No, Boy was forced to dive in as well and figure out that it was a bad idea in that first second. And he was taken down. So, putting themselves in a bit of a sticky situation. Not something we've really seen from Curse in these past few ones. They got a little greedy there. We'll see if they take it back to slow mode. Not a lot had happened, so you can figure that these players were getting antsy to really get that kill down. They had Wicked on the movement, and they had Wicked backing, but coming back with that Abyssal Scepter, got himself 2 kills. So he really just made a lot of that.
They're looking to
back.
cut off Aurelia, but this is really bad because they need they can't force this. Yellow Pete went in the opposite direction. Well, actually,
oh wow, good damage there. When he Blade Surge is out, missing a lot. They get the feast down. He's gonna make it out. They don't really have too much catch here. Beautiful job by Elements on the peel, and here comes Orianna, Jackie to put down the dissonance and turn them away from the fight. You're gonna see Cop moving towards mid here to try to stop Froggen, but great job on the pressure. Bottom it didn't win him a fight. They gave him Dragon positioning and that turret in mid. They're grabbing a lot of global gold right now.
I'm confused. If Crepo had gotten with them, they would have been 100% kill. But instead, he went for about 10 creeps, and they thought they could get it with 3. But unfortunately, Boy outplayed with a good Q onto a minion, and they missed two lilies. Well played by Boy.
CLG could be getting greedy here.
There was just really no reason for Yellow Pete not to go in with them.
Saint looking hungry on this one. He goes through the ward. They do see him. Snoopy misses
really
that
bad
rupture, but he throws down the Randuins, and they're just going to slow him. The grab still happen for Yellow Pete. Yes, that is a very dead Yellow Pete.
Yep. But Frog is still pushing in middle, so it's fine. CLGU doesn't care about this trade. The thing is, if they overstayed, because Yellow Pete has like 1,800 to 2K gold. So if they were looking to force a fight, he needs to go back and buy. He has 2,300 gold right now.
This has been 3 turrets and a dragon off of just Yellow Pete dying. CLG has totally turned the tide of this matchup. 16 to 10 of the kills, but that gold lead is so cool. Oh my gosh, Wicked getting crushed down. Cop finishing the Infinity Edge, and you can just see the blood boil where he didn't have to buy the Zeal coming into play.
I don't know why they fought that. They literally just had to equalize it and run away. It was they pushed for too much, and now they're looking to get Baron.
They may get pulled off of this by Cop here. He doesn't have, or by Froggen rather. He doesn't have too many minions, but they get the ping down, and they're not. No, with Kog'Maw, they're going to be able to get this one easy with his W.
Right.
They're only sending back
Aurelia's coming
Boy.
back. The thing is, oh yeah, Aurelia's gonna kill him.
Oh dear. So he tried. I think if he knew they were coming back, I think he just should have gone all in. They're losing Baron. They needed that inhibitor turret down.
No. He was at solo. He would have been able to take out most the tower. And it looks like we're gonna go replay.
Oh,
that,
that's what I'm saying, though, for sure. To open up that inhibitor for 1 death as you lose Baron.
And so he comes in. He can take at most.
Well, no, you're right. No, it would have been too much advance from the turret. He was just done. Wow, that is so unfortunate.
He's just Froggen trying to make a play in a bad situation.
Right.
There really weren't many options available to him. He chose the best play to push middle to force someone to come and help him. It's just he didn't have enough items to be able to force any more pressure than that.
Well, he keeps himself ready for the next fight. He didn't try to do anything crazy and flash out of that one. So it looks like they can still come into this next, but they just have to be careful on the initiation. It has to be under a turret. They may have to concede this second tier 1 in middle. There's a lot of pressure coming from Curse right now, and the train is running down mid.
So even with a really, really bad 0-3 start, CLG should, I feel like should have been able to come back from this game. They made a bad play of blue buff and a bad catch bottom with Yellow Pete. That's it.
There's that turret being conceded in. Cop takes it down with his team. pushing in with the minion waves. They have a good push on bottom lane as well. You can see them start to rotate over and make that transition. And there's no real pinch here coming from Counterlogic Europe. They're really not in a position to just do anything but guard the second one. No, Boy getting aggressive.
Oh, never mind. Wicked misses his ult, and so now his ult's out. Saint's definitely gonna look for initiation. Oh, he's gonna go around? No, he doesn't.
They really opened up now, up to the front of this base. They only have to worry about top, completely utilizing this Baron buff.
Yeah, most of their damage, the AP damage, comes from Wicked. And if Wicked's ulti is down, they lose a lot of their teamfight pressure. So they're just trying to stall out Baron and trying to stall out until Wicked's ulti can come up again. Probably in about 30 seconds, but still, 30 seconds is a long time to stall out a turret against Skarner.
Wicked actually looking to build that Guardian Angel up. Give himself some tanking. It's already one of his favorite items. Always trying to have that, like I said, by 30. And maybe close. Right now he's got the chain vest.
Oh, Saint
100 swapped in. Saint Vicious. Looks like he is going to be going down. He doesn't even get onto Froggen. Boy is now going to be taking a bit of damage. A great Blade Surge actually puts him in a good position to stay alive. One more attack. Yellow or Cop going deep under the turret on this one, but he gets the shield from Orianna, and they orchestrate that one perfectly under a turret with the Baron buff.
Really good Ori ult there. Able to catch 3.
Wow, Curse showing very strong right now. The spawn time's getting quite long here. Wicked up to about 30 seconds on that level 16, so they have to be careful going down. Boy is actually level 18 with Froggen. Yellow Pete 13 and 12. Cop is 15 and 14, so they're definitely in the level advantage on Curse by far right now. No objectives to take. Everybody's backing the next initiation just to really come off a mistake.
Yeah, you see Yellow Pete going for that GA, but at this point it's a little bit too late. They're at 31 minutes in. He's hoping to get it probably well before that, as soon as possible. But with Kog'Maw having 2 items right now, he does too much damage with the Nunu buff. I can't help but think this next game CLG is going to banner pick Kog'Maw because he's becoming problematic. Or banner pick Nunu even. I don't even think Kog'Maw is the issue, but Nunu is causing Kog'Maw to become a little bit too crazy.
Right.
So we have a GA up on Aurelia as well, and we have 2 Shurilias on the pickoff team with Skarner, so this is going to be a really, really nasty way of being able to open up on the enemy team.
Well, we'll have to see. It'll be CLG with first pick next game, right? So if they can get those, if Curse goes for the same ban, they can just ban out weird stuff to get Kog'Maw, because they're going to go for Anivia and Lee Sin again.
Right, but if CLGU wants to win this game, they have to wait till the GA gets finished on Yellow Pete.
Oh wow, Boy getting caught out a little bit here, and he could get the chase on Froggen. Yeah, completely turn on to Froggen. He has that. The cleanse goes out. The Guardian Angel is up. What is Yellow Pete doing out there alone? What? He's having a party with Curse right now. He goes down quickly. Yellow Pete just trying to help his team out and get that Hypernetic position reverser down. No deal. That turret is looking for damage right now. The minion wave is just at the first tier turret in mid, so they're going to wait this one out. Clear this one out. Saint Vicious tanking the turret before they go in. Damage onto Crepo, and they kind of pull the attention off the AD carry. Cop sitting in the back, just destroying the turret, and they are really causing enough chaos here. They have pulled Froggen into the fight. He Valkyried in on the aggressive front, and he lost the turret for his team. They're now trying to push back. They are forced to go back onto this turret and focus super minions. Scar, this is not looking good. Cop is just able to wreak havoc on this team.
Yep.
And it's just Saint Vicious and Elements running around in that fight with like their heads cut off. But it produced enough chaos where that Snoopy was trying to focus his Scream, Wicked was trying to focus his Flame Spitter, and they really just let Cop destroy that turret, get the inhibitor, and they were forced to pay attention to the super minions in the back.
CLG actually played that correctly. It's just that Valkyrie in was a little bit unnecessary.
Right.
I feel like Froggen already thinks his game is about over, so he's just looking to try to make a play. Because that might have worked had he had QSS, but he had literally just used QSS to QSS out of Aurelia E. So there's GA on Rumble as well now, and I'm hoping a GA on Yellow Pete pretty soon. Yeah, he has enough gold for it in about 200. So as soon as he farms out bottom.
They're going to look to clear out the bots here. Boy, blue and red, so it looks like they have gotten red within the past either steal from the jungle or that past fight. It looks to be, it was in the past fight. Aurelia took that off of somebody. We'll have to see as they push down mid. Once again, they really don't have too many options other than top or straight through the front door now. The inhibitor is not to respawn anytime soon as that fight just happened. With the Baron buff very close to being up, and rather they want to sweep these wards right now. St. Vicious clearing one out, and that is really going to alert counter logic that the dance needs to happen, and this is about to go down.
Right. Since they have 2 inhibs down and it's 2 on the opposite side of the Baron, they're in for really strong Baron control. They literally could do nothing but wait for the lanes to push and then force the objective there. Ooh, they're looking to cut off Cho. And they get it.
Does he want to grab it though? Krepo on the other side. Saint completely waiting to grab, and he goes for Wicked, knowing that's the area of effect damage. Wicked forced to flash out, and that's the chase. Yellow Pete taking a lot of damage, but Wicked needs help right now, and he is totally separated from his team. They have completely split off counter logic from this, and they will find Wicked going down. Krepo has already fallen in the fight, so they lose a lot of crowd control there. They actually flash completely into the rupture, but the Blade Surge puts them in range again. Snoopy will also fall. This looks like it could be the GG to bring it into game 4 here. Froggen forced the Valkyrie away. St. Vicious just able to take so much damage, and the focus from Cop just put right down onto Yellow Pete. They look to be pushing in here. They have a wave coming in from the bottom lane. Do they have it? Yes, they have 4 members in the base to freely go at this Skara. Another great game by Curse, pulling out strong first bloods in the beginning and just holding that lead the entire time.
Right, really well played. I don't think anyone expected this result.